Tuesday, March 29th, the Sabbath. Read Genesis 2, 2-3, and Exodus 20, 8-11. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shall you labor and do all your work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. In it you shall not do any work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, your manservant, nor your maidservant, nor your cattle, nor your stranger that is within your gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested on the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Why is the Sabbath day Sabbath related to creation? How does this connection impact how we keep the Sabbath? It is precisely because God ended his works of creation that he instituted the Sabbath. The seventh-day Sabbath is, therefore, the expression of our faith that God finished his work then, and that he found it very good. To keep the Sabbath is to join with God in the recognition of the value and beauty of his creation. We can rest from our works just as God had rested from his. Sabbath keeping means saying yes to God's very good creation, which includes our physical bodies. Contrary to some ancient and modern beliefs, nothing in Scripture, Old or New Testament, denigrates the body as evil. That's a pagan concept, not a biblical one. Instead, Sabbath keepers are grateful for God's creation, which includes their own flesh, and that is why they can enjoy the creation and why they take care of it. The Sabbath, which marks the first end of human history, also is a sign of hope for suffering humankind and for the groaning of the world. It is interesting that the phrase "finished the work" reappears at the end of the construction of the sanctuary, Exodus 40:33, and again at the end of the building of Solomon's temple, First Book of Kings, chapter 7, 40 and 51. Both places where the lesson of the gospel and salvation have been taught. After the fall, the Sabbath at the end of the week points to the miracle of salvation, which will take place only through the miracle of a new creation, Isaiah 65:17, Revelation 21:1. The Sabbath is a sign at the end of our human week that the suffering and trials of this world will have an end as well. This is why Jesus chose the Sabbath as the most appropriate day to heal the sick, Luke 13:13-16. Contrary to whatever traditions the leaders were stuck in, by the Sabbath healings, Jesus pointed the people and us to the time when all pain, all suffering, all death will be over, which is the ultimate conclusion to the salvation process. Hence, each Sabbath points us to the hope of redemption. By resting on the Sabbath day, how are we experiencing the rest and salvation that we have in Jesus now, and that which will be fulfilled ultimately in the creation of the new heaven and new earth? The Desire of Ages, page 288. Wherefore the Son of Man is Lord also of the Sabbath. These words are full of instruction and comfort. Because the Sabbath was made for man, it is the Lord's day. It belongs to Christ. For all things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. John 1:3. Since he made all things, he made the Sabbath. By him it was set apart as a memorial of the work of creation. It points to him as both the Creator and the Sanctifier. The Sabbath is a sign of Christ's power to make us holy, and it is given to all whom Christ makes holy. As a sign of his sanctifying power, the Sabbath is given to all who through Christ become a part of the Israel of God.